tribalism as a mentality infects all the ways the particular issues, abortion, immigration, the economy, and COVID are talked about. And the way they're talked about helps strengthen tribalism. So, and I think of something like the protest movements as falling in this, as in this, and you can think of it as a downward spiral or a vicious circle of tribalism is more openly about gangs, my gang right or wrong versus your gang right or wrong. And so you're not open to persuasion, rational communication, discussion. It's whatever my tribe says, that's what goes, and whatever your tribe says has to be wrong. That's not you don't have any real rational discussion left. And if that is really what you're descending into, then what you would resort to is, we're going to get our group out and show we're the bigger group, and we're going to get our way because we're the bigger group, we're the dominant group. That, like, it's tribes competing with each other, but they're competing with each other not on arguments, but on sort of the mass of bodies and strength. And so tribalism pushes, like, that's what we're going to do. We're going to mass protest, demonstrate, and we should get our way because we're the biggest group. But the way in which this then pushes other people to be more tribal is when that is shown either to be effective, or at least the authorities don't do anything about it. And like the Black Lives Matter protests during COVID, when we were supposed to be in lockdown, and these are allowed to happen, and with very little pushback and protest from the authorities, and so like, you're not supposed to be doing this. That teaches other people, oh yeah, so I guess the way to get what we want politically is not to try to argue and with legislation, so we have to go on the streets. And that's the way in which it comes from a tribalist perspective, but it encourages tribalism. And to see that dynamic, and I think that kind of dynamic is going on with most of the issues that are either the ones being discussed or why some issues aren't being discussed. You have to see the influence of tribalism in order to really understand what is going on.